Hello, I'm Julie Joy of the Young Lightworkers, and I have a message about ascending Gaia from Your Galactic Family, as channeled by Dr. Suzanne Lie for March 7th, 2019. And the title of this message is simply Ascending Gaia. We now wish to talk about the initial phase of being on a fifth dimensional reality, ship, or planet. A fifth dimensional reality does not need a place, and you can live within your own consciousness. A fifth dimensional ship is a galactic starship which can be cloaked to the 3D world or can choose to briefly reveal itself. However, we cloak again quickly so as not to frighten humans who are not aware of us. We separate the words reality, ship, and planet because the reality is the manner in which different people perceive the same planet's ascension process. Our starships are usually cloaked for the protection of those who would be so frightened to see them in their sky that they would want to shoot down the ship. However, third-dimensional weapons cannot harm our fifth-dimensional ships, but the weapons that frighten humans sent towards our fifth-dimensional ships will simply fall back down to Earth's gravity, which could cause damage to Gaia and her inhabitants. On the other hand, we often show our higher fourth and fifth dimensional frequency for the humans who are beginning to expand their perceptions into the fourth and fifth dimensions. Therefore, humans with higher rates of consciousness may occasionally perceive one of our ships. However, we mostly stay away from any third-dimensional exposure to Earth as there are too many people in that frequency of reality who would become frightened or who would try to shoot us down. As we have stated, they could not shoot us down, but they may frighten others or their weapons could hit something else and harm others. The perception of reality is specific to each person's state of mind and level of consciousness. Fortunately, some people have spent their lives finding ways to educate people that Gaia is a living being and that humanity has been treating it very poorly. These humans see the planet as a place where they can take what they want to have, no matter what the cost to the planet, and do what they want to do, no matter what cost there is to Gaia. These people are often called the Illuminati or the Dark Ones, or those who live via power over others with no concern for these others. Sometimes there are leaders who do not care about the planet or even the people who live on them. These Dark Ones only care about themselves, their own money, and their own power over others. Unfortunately, sometimes these power over people have found a way to hold a position of power. These humans will not be able to even perceive the higher dimensions of reality, much less enter into that fourth dimensional vibrational world or starship. On the other hand, more and more of the awakened ones who have expanded their consciousness into the fourth and fifth dimensions are answering to Gaia's SOS. These advanced beings are so dedicated to Gaia and her efforts to ascend her planetary self that they will actually come to planet Earth to assist with this planetary ascension. Also, anytime a planet is able to ascend to raise its resonant frequency to the fifth dimension, the entire solar system benefits from the flow of fifth dimensional light. We galactics applaud the valiant efforts of the awakened ones who are participating in the great honor of merging their higher fourth and fifth dimensional personal consciousness to assist Gaia as she expands her planetary consciousness into the upper fourth and fifth dimensional reality. If you have found this interdimensional message and have taken your Earth time to read it, you are likely among those who are remembering and awakening to your own higher dimensional expression of self. We Palladians, as well as our Arcturian and other galactic friends, thank you for your higher dimensional service. Please remember that Gaia is a planetary school who is to teach humanity that energy out is energy back. Therefore, whatever energy fields humanity sends out from their consciousness, thoughts, and actions will fill Gaia's planetary aura. You may have noticed that sometimes you walk through a place and feel great peace, unconditional love, and calm. Likely, nature is at her best, and the creatures or humans of that area are happy and dedicated to creating loving reality for themselves, their families, friends, and general areas. Gaia has her planetary consciousness to assist her human students to release the third or fourth dimensional illusion of time and space. Once that illusion is released, Gaia and her inhabitants will remember how to return to their fifth dimensional operating system of here and now. We realize that many humans only think of planet Earth as a thing. Therefore, they do not feel the harm that they are doing to their planet. In fact, many of these humans are only concerned about any loss in their bank accounts. However, money will not show them how to love all life and treat planet Earth as a living, breathing being. Too often, these lost ones, who can only find their own greed, willing and purposefully harm Gaia's fragile planet and environment so that they can make more money. However, that money will not stop global warming unless that money is spent on saving Gaia from humanity's great destruction. We, your galactic family, want to remind you that we are here now, within your now, to assist you with this evolutionary shift. We also want you to know that we will not allow you to destroy planet Earth. If we need to land our ships and tell you to change your ways, we will. Yes, we know that the Dark Ones will have their bombs ready to shoot at us. However, these Dark Ones will not be able to harm us because we resonate the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension does not have time and space as you know it on the third dimensional Earth. There is only here and only now. Therefore, one cannot plan what they will do in the future or benefit from any dark plans made in the past. In fact, the time-based mind is overridden by the love-based heart. And if the heart is not love-based, it will be like a watch that you cannot wind. You can throw that watch onto the floor, stomp it with your foot, but harming the watch will not change time. In the same manner, the Dark Ones, whose plan is to be masters over, will do great harm to the planet that they live on. However, since they are filled with hate and power over, they can only harm third-dimensional Earth, as they cannot perceive anything beyond their own third-dimensional thoughts of power over. They must buy or steal beautiful pictures with their money, but they do not have the heart to create these pictures inside and place them on a canvas. Inside these lost ones is only the need to have more power over others. These lost ones do not know that energy out will eventually return to the center. Therefore, they do not know that in their present or future life, they can only live within the limitations of their third-dimensional power to have power over others. The fifth dimension resonates to a frequency that is beyond their power over others' mind or their heart that is devoid of all love. Power may be able to grow, but what is planted will eventually die without love. It is true that your planet, especially the United States, has a darkness that appears to have settled and too often taken power over. However, the darkest night precedes the dawn, and the dawn will always come. Also, the state of consciousness of the humans on the planet has a great impact on Gaia. For one thing, humans with a higher state of consciousness know that Gaia is a living being and needs humanity to assist her with her planetary ascension. Each day, more and more humans are answering Gaia's call for assistance. Also, as Gaia returns to her innate higher fourth and fifth dimensional resonance, the Dark Ones will not be able to remain on ascending Gaia. These Dark Ones will not be able to withstand the fifth dimensional light and will need to return fully to their innate lower third dimensional reality. However, as long as humanity allows a lower third-dimensional reality to remain unloved and unhealed, there will be darkness. However, we, the members of Gaia's galactic family, will not allow Gaia to be destroyed. Yes, the third and fourth dimensional beings, as many of these destructive ones are not of humanity, but from other dark planets, who will destroy the lower shell of Gaia's third dimensional self. But what the dark ones do not know is that the cracking and release of the lower, third, fourth self-illusions of Earth is necessary for the higher fourth and fifth dimensional frequencies of reality to birth into enlightenment. Then the birth of the fifth dimensional Earth will release the embryonic sac in which fifth dimensional Earth has been preparing for. Then the crystal core of Gaia will blaze, blaze, blaze the violet light, transforming all shadow into light, light, light. The dark ones will need to escape to their dark homeworld, and the inner light of the awakening ones of Earth will burst forth into their fifth dimensional light. When will this occur, we hear you ask? It will occur within the now of the One. How will we know when it is the now of One, you ask again? This will occur to each of you within the now, in which you say and live, I now surrender all control of my physical body to my soul. Within that now, you will become one with yourself. Once again, this was channeled by Dr. Suzanne Lie. Her website is www.multidimensions.com. This was presented on the Sananda website as well as voyagesoflight.blogspot.com. I am Julie Joy of the Young Lightworkers, and it was my pleasure and honor to bring you this remarkable message. Thank you for listening.